UFC fighters won't probably have significantly higher pay, and here's why. Paramount pays the UFC about $1.1 billion per year annually. Of course, that means no more pay-per-views, but it's running on subscriptions and ads. And all that money from Paramount goes directly to the UFC and not to the fighters, which does stabilize the UFC, but not guarantee higher fighter pay. As it stands, the UFC makes around $2.1 billion a year, which includes US media rights, international deals, sponsorships, ticket sales, and merch. It was never about if there was enough dollars, it was always about do the fighters get their fair share of the deal. Money could go into different directions depending on the structure. Status quo is how things work right now. Fighters get around 15% of shares. Entry-level fighters make around $40,000 to $70,000 a year, depending on how many fights they have, what kind of bonuses they get. And that's always been the case. It's stabilizing the UFC, but not fair for the fighters. The incentives model is basically what DAZN is doing, what ESPN has been doing all the time. Fighters do not get guaranteed revenue shares, but they can get different types of bonuses, which is decided by the broadcasting platforms and the UFC, of course. So basically, stars get more, entry-level fighters get way less. And the union model is how major sports work. Fighters get a guaranteed 35 to 45% revenue share. Entry-level pay rises, top fighters regain their upside, and careers become more sustainable. And all the promo is done by major organizations where fighters get paid even additionally for that. Whereas in the UFC, fighters 90% of the time promote the fights themselves. That's why in this new deal, the pay-per-view model could still be better, because subscriptions are not guaranteed to be shared. Unless revenue is shared, upside fighters lose. But what actually raises fighters' pay is revenue sharing, collective bargaining, transparent accounting, and revenue-based bonuses. So unless they get their fair share, we still have the same problems. Bottom line is, Paramount stabilizes UFC, only structural power shifts raise fighter pay. So what's more important is the structure rather than the broadcast partner. Again, I'm not saying that this is a guarantee, but I'm just saying, guys, don't be fooled by new deals. We just have to wait and see.